I'm actually broadcasting on Haps, which, if you haven't heard of, is this awesome new platform that makes it super easy for all of us to simultaneously broadcast on all of our different social media channels. So right now I'm looking at you on Haps, and I'm also looking at you on YouTube and Twitch and Facebook and all the places. And then I'm over here looking at you on Instagram. So we're actually simultaneously broadcasting on all different platforms. Right now, we're actually going to start talking about spearmint. But if you want to catch what we talked about earlier, which was the Motivate blend, if you feel like you need some motivation in your life and you want to get on this, because this is actually the free product of the month, you can hop on over to our Instagram pages. Mine is olivia.tai. And Pam, this is my friend Pam for the Oily Hour. She is at Loca dos Alios or Pamella Tanimura. So you can find us there and you can watch the replay and watch what we talked about on with Motivate on there. But now we're actually going to be talking about spearmint. So this is going to be super cool. Hi, Ella. Hi, everybody. Yeah, let's go. Go ahead. Go, Pam.
Let's go. This is so techy for me. We are on 2 platforms, and I'm like, wow, I don't know where I look, but here we are. We're going to be on both. Hello, everyone. And you guys, you're so amazing. I've met some of you, and I've exchanged messages with some of you on Haps, and I'm so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is like the crazy mom trying to figure out this whole techie world, okay? And I'm only 36. I'm not like, I should know this stuff, but I'm getting better. All right, so spearmint is 15% off. And before we hop on lives and before I hopped on here, I applied spearmint on my throat because I really love the emotional aspects of the oils. And it is the oil of confident speech. So when you speak, you're able to have confidence in what you're delivering. And that is why I use spearmint a whole lot. And also for me as a mama, I love using spearmint because instead of peppermint for the littles, because it's a little lighter, it's a more soft version of spearmint. And Olivia, can I get a little, can I go into my technicality about the oils?
Oh, totally. Please. We love technicalities.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Really, not really, right? This
really,
is one of my passions. I love to learn about the oils and talk a little bit technical stuff. But on top of being a mild alternative to peppermint, it is awesome in cooking. And also, I love putting it in drinks. At the Diamond Retreat, remember that we had that crazy, amazing lemonade with
yes.
spearmint?
Oh my goodness.
You can just make lemonade and put spearmint in it. And remembering that, reminding you that doTERRA oils you can eat. I'm talking about doTERRA. Please don't leave this broadcast in this live and be like, hey, she said we can eat peppermint and oil, and then you go and get any. There is a difference in quality, okay? Make sure that you have CPTG oils. All right. So spearmint is a perennial plant. And what is perennial? Perennial plants, they grow every spring, where some of the annual plants, they die and only grow for a season, right? So mint, if you are into gardening, and I absolutely love gardening, and it is a plant that can be a little invasive because it does grow crazy good. So if you are going to do it, maybe do it on its own because it becomes almost like a weed. Okay.
Yeah, it'll eat.
And it's common. Yes, it will eat everything else in your garden. It's common for gardeners to use a combination of both annual and perennial plants. Okay. Also, if you're going to use it on the skin, you might want to dilute, especially for the little ones. So spearmint, just like peppermint, respiratory system, amazing. Digestive system, that's what it's most well known for. Okay, so and also spearmint has some other properties that peppermint doesn't have. And the one of the ways that we use here at the house is to purify the air, and it smells like a spa because of the freshness of the spearmint. And also I like to make we call it our adaptogenic drinks or shakes after working out. And I do add 1 drop of spearmint to our awesome supplements that we have. We have this protein powder that is amazing, plus the fiber and the greens. So it's easy to get what you need for the day, especially after you work out. And how do you use spearmint, Olivia?
So spearmint I actually use for my niece, who continuously has tummy aches. I think we can use that word, right? Tummy things. So because she is very small, she's 8, but she's a very small 8-year-old because Asian genes. So she's very tiny, and she's. I have this song that I've made up for my nieces. It's like literally a song dedicated to my nieces and nephew, and it's like the one of the lyrics is that Charlotte has a stomach thing because she always has like digestive things. So we will always be using the spearmint because she's a kid. So peppermint is a little strong, and digesten is also a little strong for her. So spearmint basically helps her a lot. She will even go and grab it herself. So you know that it's working when a child is like, oils, please, oils for my tummy, you know? So spearmint is really great for her. She uses that all the time. Or she uses the Kids Tamer blend, which has spearmint in it. So it's really awesome for that. And of course, ever since the diamond retreat that we went to, I've been adding spearmint to lemonade, and it's even amazing for children. Like children will even drink it. It's like, ooh, this tastes fancy. And it's just so easy because we literally buy the organic lemonade that's at Costco and we add 2 drops, right? To like the whole mixture. And then, yeah, that was a trick that I learned from Pam at our last event. And I was like, what a great idea because it's temporary, right? You can just put it in and it'll be great. So it's awesome. It just tastes great. It works well. And then it kind of gets us moving. So it's great to have it on the throat. It's great to just kind of go on. Um, hey, somebody asked if it's good for pets. I believe you can use spearmint for one of the animals. I have to double check.
On dogs, yes, you can dilute it.
Yes.
And also, a good, amazing vet to follow is, do you have her Instagram, Olivia?
I don't think I do, but I know.
Dr. Rourke?
Yeah, Janet Rourke. Yeah.
Yes, she is amazing. So follow her. She is going to give you all the deets on pets. She is awesome for that. And also experiment in salad dressings. Believe it or not, it tastes really good. And also in marinating meats. So if you eat meat, well, in my situation, I do marinate tofu and all kinds of different vegan stuff, but it's really good for marinating. Okay. And talking about the throat chakra, as you all know, I love the whole chakra stuff and yoga, right? And this is for you to be able to speak your truth, be able to really express yourself. And we need people that are good in expressing themselves right now, especially the good people, because this is how we're able, always reminds me of Martin Luther King. He absolutely used his voice to be able to make a stand and make an impact in the world. And Olivia is very strong with her voice, and this is her power right here, right? So this is a powerful chakra to have, so we can really create some positive impact.
Absolutely.
Editing pasta. Well, I don't know about experimenting pasta. That sounds interesting.
Mint pasta.
Maybe in Vietnamese.
You're
Like a
right.
vermicelli, like cold vermicelli, maybe.
Yeah,
That sounds interesting.
we
Yeah.
add spearmint leaves to our
Oh,
noodle dishes. You're absolutely right. That is something we do.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe we can do that. Good idea. And we have the stronger 5 ml undiluted. Usually, stronger is diluted with fractionated coconut oil. That's the kids' touch line. And I'm excited for this because we had it before, and we don't have it all the time. So this is sometimes it comes around, and I was able to get 4 of them. So it's 4 per account only. So maybe you can ask your friends and neighbors if they want to get some extras for you, but it's only 4.
Wow.
And because the school is right around the corner, now it's the perfect time to get the stronger blend. So the stronger blend has cedarwood, litsea, which is a type of lemongrass, frankincense, and rose. And Cedarwood, I talked about it today. Cedarwood is the oil of community. I love the emotional side, but also it's an oil that will help with protection and school protection. Lots of little kids together. You know what's for. And Licia is very powerful. Plants just like lemongrass, and it has that scent. And Licia is from China. Your
Mm.
people, Olivia.
My people, aloha, brother Greg. Yes, I know. Litzia, oh my gosh, my friends that are in China, well, my friends that are from China and in the United States, the second they hear that there's like Litzia and anything, they're like, yes, get me like 100 of those. I'm like, okay, here's 100 Litzias. Like, you can't get 100 Litzias in the US, but we can try.
Yeah, Adriano Marinelli. Oh my gosh, are you from Brazil? He said, I thought you were talking about olive oil. Well, we're talking about things that are better than olive oil. But you can actually add the essential oils to olive oil.
Absolutely.
And that's what I do. I have like some of the essential oils that we have that are the flavors of what I cook, usually Italian food, like basil, marjoram, oregano. I have it diluted in olive oil and I just drizzle on dishes afterwards.
Mm.
And Navid is asking if I'm in heaven. I am in heaven. I'm in Hawaii. Yeah, this is my heaven for sure. Come visit, okay?
Yes.
And then we have frankincense that I spoke a lot about last time, right? Because we had the frankincense touch in the BOGO box. And again, the oil of truth, the oil that is reparative, it is probably one of the most potent oils. It is my favorite, personal favorite. And because I have a big story on repairing and going back to my health and balance, and frankincense was a big part of it. And rose, the oil of divine, absolute, unconditional love. And fusion of tarot, I love frankincense. I do too. That's my other lover besides my husband is frankincense. So, and it's my second favorite F word.
Our favorite F word, frankincense.
Yes. Olivia, do you have any stories with Stronger? Maybe with the girls?
So, Stronger is the immunity blend for the kids, right? So, the entire kids kit, honestly, is very just incredible. You know how some people will smell the blends and they'll be like, "Ooh, this is a little strong," or "This smells kind of weird." Nobody says that about any of the blends in the kids kit. So we're talking about Stronger, Brave, Thinker, Study, Tamer, Rescuer, Calmer. Like, none of those blends are off-putting to anyone. Like, they were blended so well and so perfectly because it was meant to appeal to children. So it has to smell amazing. And so my nieces, they have their own kids kit and they know how to use every single one, right? So Stronger, they know that they're going to grab Stronger when they feel like something is strange in their bodies. Like they'll just grab Stronger because they're feeling weaker. I think that's the right word to use. And they'll grab that so that they can really give their immunity systems a boost. And now, obviously, that's more important than ever, especially with like schools opening back up. I think it's very important to have that Stronger in a stronger form because this is undiluted and yeah, it's a limited time. So I'm gonna try to stock up on those. Get all four. Limit four.
Yeah, and you're touching about going back to school. So some of you, maybe you have children. How are you feeling, right? So we are now trying to get back into the groove and trying to figure out the new normal. My little ones they've never been to school because we've done homeschooling the whole time. So this will be the first time that Addie gets to go to a school. So we're pretty excited. And also we are ready for anything. So we're pretty armed with some good protective essential oils. Because I've heard so many stories about how they breed everything that is in school. They come back with it to the house. So super excited about that. But how can you use the Stronger 5 ml? You can do it in the diffuser and it will again purify the ambiance. You can use it for the aroma like Olivia mentioned, and the aroma is sweet but also a little bit flowery because of the rose, and it refreshes the environment but also adds the soothing aroma. So amazing combination of essential oils. And Flea FO5 says cinnamon is worth looking into it. Absolutely. Cinnamon is in our main proprietary blend called On Guard,
Mm-hmm.
and On Guard is one of the main ones. But I love cinnamon and clove. But for maybe people that don't, the stronger blend is your second best option. I mean, not
Absolutely.
second best; they're both amazing.
Yeah.
But just a different scent.
Yes.
Okay? And we have this
Speaking
one.
of,
This is limited to
oh,
Holiday Joy.
yes, I have that one too.
I have a stash of Holiday Joy.
Right?
For
We all
Christmas.
do. We all have like a little stash of Holiday Joy because it's so limited.
This is my. I only have one more after this, so perfect timing. And Olivia, how do you like the Harvest Spice?
So, Harvest Spice, if you are into basically anything that has to do with fall scents, Harvest Spice is exactly what it sounds like. So, Harvest Spice is basically, I feel like a spicier version of On Guard. It's so awesome. I love this one. Yeah, it's awesome. I still have one from last year, but I'm so glad that they released it like exclusively. Just literally, this was released today, so that you can get it. And it's just so Christmassy, but it's
It is
also fall-y.
amazing.
It's very
It
fall-y.
is amazing. Oh, and I just noticed I grabbed Holiday Joy, not Harvest Spice, but my Harvest Spice is
I
not
know. I was
available.
like, I don't know if she meant to do that, but
No,
it's
this
fine.
is not the one. Sorry. Harvest Spice is, I like it better than the Holiday Joy is amazing too, but because of the nutmeg. There's nutmeg in the Harvest Spice
That's what it
and
is.
also has eucalyptus, just like On Guard. And that combination of scent is perfect with the cedarwood. So you bring that woodsy scent to it. And cedarwood to me smells a little bit like Palo Santo. Do you guys know Palo Santo?
Oh, of course.
Palo Santo is one of my favorite scents, and it is an awesome oil, an awesome scent. And cedarwood to me smells kind of like it. Okay, so a little spicy, but also it's gonna bring warmth and happiness. And this, it's a little uplifting. And eucalyptus is the oil of wellness, so it brings that sense of wellness and flow into your life. And then Olivia, they're asking if your skin is perfect like this naturally. Or no, he asked like this. Look at this. I love this question. Look, he said, "Hey, is Olivia's skin? What does she do, or is she naturally perfect? She's naturally perfect. However, she does use essential oils, okay,
Yeah.
to help."
Yeah, who needs a filter when you have essential oils? I'm not using a filter.
Uh-huh.
Obvious. Looks like a filter over my hand.
Hey, but let me tell you though, after you have children, mamas out there, women who are pregnant, your skin will change. And if you live in Hawaii, your skin will change. And we're exposed to so much sun, and I love the sun. That is my kryptonite. If there is sun, I'm like baking under the sun. So frankincense, we talked about that in the last broadcast. So Flea of 5, women don't like cigarette smell. True. Cedarwood does not smell like cigarettes. Okay.
I don't think
Cedarwood
any of the
smells really
oils, there's no oil that could smell as bad as a cigarette.
No, I don't think there's anything that smells as bad as cigarette except for poop. But no.
It's a hard time.
So yes. So we have. So going back to the last thing I'm going to say about Harvest Spice, it is the scent that will bring fall back. And for me, it smells like a little bit like apple pie. I like that. Right. Cool. And on top of the protection too. So remember this: school is going back. Right? We're doing everything connected to, hey, we're going back to school. Lots of germs. That is why these blends are coming up. Okay.
Yeah, it's true.
And we have the back to school essentials.
Yes, let me bring that up on the screen.
On Guard hand wash, the amber soap dispenser. It's really pretty. and the sanitizing mist, sanitizing hand wipes, and it's the On Guard blend that Flea F05 talked about cinnamon, and On Guard is king, right?
Yeah.
Uh, Olivia, what is your On Guard story?
So On Guard is actually the first oil I was ever exposed to in DoTerra, and it's the oil that changed everything. Thank you, Pam. So Pam was actually at a show. So Pam was at a show of mine here in Hawaii, and that is actually where we met. I did a show for 2 hours at the Hyatt Centric. And it was awesome. It was the Hyatt Centric, I mean, not me. So they're
You are
performing.
awesome.
Thank you. I think like you're your own worst critic, right? So I was just like powering through this performance. It was 2 hours long. I don't even know if it's performance really, but it's 2 hours long, and my tooth is like throbbing as I'm playing this show for 2 hours straight because I chipped one of my teeth. So I chipped it eating an acai bowl. Coincidentally, Pam is Brazilian. I broke my tooth eating an acai bowl, and it was just the day before. So my tooth was throbbing. It was like literally having a pulse of its own, right? And I'm doing this show for 2 hours. And at the end of my shows, I like to go around, especially if it's a small show like at the Hyatt Centric. I just kind of walked around, said thank you to everyone, said hi to everyone, and here comes Pam, and she's like the last person I talked to, and we were having a great time. We're having a great conversation, and then I was like, you know what? We're having such a great conversation, but I gotta go because my tooth is. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna die. My tooth is hurting so badly, and I haven't slept in days. Oh, so it was a few days. I hadn't slept in days. And so Pam goes, have you tried essential oils? And I was like, yeah, I've tried essential oils. They suck. And she goes, she's like, but have you tried doTERRA? And I was like, Do who? And she goes, doTERRA. It's like a different brand. You know, these are good essential oils. You should try it. She hands me a bottle of On Guard, about this much left, actually. Like, so there's quite a bit left in here. And she goes, try this, put this on your tooth. If it works, text me tomorrow, right? So I look at the bottle and I'm like, are you sure I can put this in my mouth? And she goes, yes, it says it right here. It says for internal use. I was like, this must be good stuff because I buy good stuff from the Whole Foods and it doesn't even say that I can put it in my mouth. So I was like, this must be good stuff. I put it in my mouth that night. I finally slept for the first time in days. So I had to text Pam the next day. And I was like, Pam, what is this stuff? It worked. Uh, give me all of it. I want it all. So the next day I enrolled in doTERRA and the rest is history. Now I'm a US founder, like a US founder 2.0 in
And
doTERRA.
here we are.
Yes, and here we are. The rest is history.
You know what I love is that, always, guys, if you've never met Olivia in person, she has this openness about her. She's so open to everything. And then when I asked her about essential oils, her face changed. She went from, hey, nice to meet you, to like, no, I hate essential oils. So
Like this. Like,
what are you talking about? Like, it went from like, to. So, and I thought that was so funny. And inside, I was like, oh no, she's had a bad experience. This is very common. Okay. So, if people have had bad experiences with essential oils, and by the way, it is very popular now. And yes, a lot of other companies will take advantage of that. Okay. Like everything else. Anything that becomes popular, the industry will take advantage of it. If they can make a profit, hey, nothing wrong with profit. But profit with transparency is much better. And that's what we stand for. Okay. Integrity. Yes, Olivia is always amazing. She is incredible. She is a badass. Yes, she's a badass. I'm like, I pray every single day, like in gratitude to my team, to the people that are in my life. And Olivia is one of them that I'm like, I am so grateful that we are connected. What a
me
gift.
too. I am so grateful to have you in my life, Pam. So awesome.
Oh, I love this. I'm one of Olivia's biggest fans, and I'll say this every single time, okay? I'm the one that wears the t-shirt with her face on it when I
Yeah,
go to her shows. And I bring like my posse with me to cheer
it's
her on
true.
too because she's so awesome. Okay.
Thank you.
So I am my people's biggest fan. And also like going back to this back to school set to wash your hands. That's what the foaming hand wash is in there. And also the sanitizing mist is a life sent, like a god sent thing, because if you're a mother, they put everything in their mouth, they grab from the floor and they eat everything. And it is crazy how little kids are a little dirty. And I'm being sarcastic, they are a lot dirty. They're dirty little creatures. I love them so much. But the spray is a must. So with everything, you just have a little spray there, boom, done. Yesterday we were at Wallace's birthday party, and Eddie comes running, and Fran is here on the live. Fran was laughing her face off, and Susanna too, because she goes, "Ah, I just touched dog poop,"
Oh,
and of course, such a common thing to do, right? How many times
of
in your
course.
lifetime you're gonna touch dog poop? No biggie, right? Things I never thought I would hear. Being a mother, I've heard some stuff that I'm just like, I cannot believe that I'm hearing this. So then she's like, I touched dog poop, and she did. So we were at the beach. Okay, there's no like soap and water at that time. So
Yeah.
we washed her hand with water and we sprayed a bunch of On Guard hand sanitizer and wiped with the On Guard wipe. That made me feel better. It does kill everything. So that's why this home essentials, this back to school essentials, perfect combo for mothers and fathers especially. Okay,
Yeah.
Jeff, are you a dad? You know what I'm talking about. I know, like real life stuff here, guys, real life.
Yep.
How about have you heard any? Have you listened to anything your kids say that you're like, I cannot believe I just heard that? No, I like. There's stuff that I hear sometimes. I'm just, I cannot believe you just said that. But little kids. And we have the summer citrus duo, and
Mm-hmm.
it is a limited time offer. And you have red and yellow mandarin. There they are, and they are from Brazil. And this is donation to the doTERRA Healing Hands Foundation. The doTERRA Healing Hands Foundation is such a beautiful part of what we do,
Yes.
and it is a big part of everything that we do in doTERRA. And I believe everybody, if you had a chance, you would be working towards the good, great good of humanity, right? But sometimes we're so caught up with our own lives and we have so many hardships with our own stuff that we forget that we are capable of helping others too. But the doTERRA Healing Hands, they are they work with humanitarian uh, work, and also they have partners, and they facilitate development projects as well in many countries, including Brazil. And these two oils are from Brazil, and this humanitarian work that they do along with the sourcing of the oils is called co-impact sourcing. So
Mm-hmm.
co-impact sourcing has changed and will continue to change a lot of communities, and a lot of these communities, they didn't have access to school, food, water, and today they do because of the co-impact sourcing. And just I think a couple months ago, they opened the first hospital in Somaliland, and they
Mm-hmm.
finally were able to do a C-section for the very first time there. And in that case, if the C-section wasn't available, the mother and the baby would not survive. So there's beautiful work being done, and it is I'm very honored to be able to be connected to this type of work.
Yeah.
And the citrus, again, we talked about them, yeah, already. Citrus, happy, sunny, so good. Oh, one more thing. So Olivia and I are working on what we are going to support as far as humanitarian work. So this is in the works. When it's done, we will talk about it. But meanwhile, I'm a contributor of this Let's. I don't know if anybody has ever seen this. And every single time I contribute to it, I get this lunar bracelet that is handcrafted by a female in a developing country. Okay, and
Wow.
they use locally sourced materials. And every single time I buy one of these, we are helping somebody get training. We're gifting a training to people in different countries there.
Show
And
haps.
the the lunar bracelet is a way to make responsible choices in reducing unplanned and unwanted pregnancies. And this
Mm.
also reduces the human trafficking, child poverty, and abuse. So it might just seem like, oh, cute, they handcraft this, but the impact this creates is huge, you know. And this, I was able to get connected to this through my dear, sweet leader friend, Kristen Venway. She's also a leader in doTERRA. Okay. And if you want to take a look at, it's called let'sempower.org. That's their site. Okay, so you can take a look a little bit more in depth how they work and what's their work about. It's really beautiful. Okay, so we go to ready to earn doTERRA dollars. So if you're not a member of
Ooh.
doTERRA, so we had this in July, and now they extended through August. Yay! So you get 50 doTERRA dollars. Yes. So during the month of August, you can take advantage of the doTERRA dollar promo. Any new member, if you're not a member of doTERRA, if you don't have a login, if you are not a wholesale customer yet or a wellness advocate, only for your first time, okay, you can get 50 bucks back when you enroll with 150 bucks. So you spend $150 and you get 50 back. To me, it's a no-brainer, right? So you get some money back, like a rebate back. And this is valid for USA and the global access countries like Argentina, for example. I have a team there, and they love when they have these promotions because for countries that are not open yet, we call them global access countries or GAC countries, and they can take advantage of this. Also, they have other participating countries like Canada, Russia, so a lot of the Europe countries, Ukraine, French Polynesia, Mexico, they are participating, New Zealand and Australia. So if you are in any of these markets, you have access to the 50 doTERRA dollars. And it will last until August 31st. And what can you do with 50 doTERRA bucks? A lot. You can get a whole lot of goodies with 50 bucks. And
Yes.
your wellness advocate will help you with that in your wellness consultation. And that's another cool thing about what we do is when you become a member, you get a wellness consult. And when was the last time you bought anything that came with a wellness consult? Is there any product that you buy that people will sit down with you and show you how to use it, make the best use of it, make the best decision for you, your family? I never, ever, ever had a product that I bought that somebody was like, hey, let me give you a wellness consult on it. Ever. I
Exactly.
kind of like Google everything, right?
Hmm.
So, Olivia, what do you think about this 50 bucks?
Oh my gosh, this is such an awesome deal. I had two people today just get $50 for free, basically, for them to spend next month. I'm sure they're very excited about it. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is an amazing promo. I wish I enrolled during this promo. I was like, should
Right?
have waited. I should have. No, you should never
And
wait. Don't ever
sorry,
wait.
I'm putting a lot of oils in my hair because I
Ooh,
stayed in the sun and the water all day yesterday, so my hair is so dry. And I'm using Motivate, by the way. So you can do
mm,
any of the touches on your hair to hydrate
yes,
it, and it won't make it
yes,
heavy. And your hair works as a diffuser, by the way.
yes.
Lena, I'm enjoying Terra Shield and Immortelle, and I also picked up the fractionated coconut oil. Awesome! I
Yes,
love
I was gonna
all of
tell
these.
Lena. I was in the middle of texting Lena, and I totally forgot. Lena, I've got to help you upgrade your account because you totally qualify for cashback from last month. So you've gotta get on so that you can get your cash back. Yeah, I'll help you upgrade with
Yeah,
Wiz.
Lena, I still Google everything too. Lena is saying that she still Google everything. Me too, but you know, sometimes it's just nice to have connection with people, right? I still
Yeah,
Google everything, but it's nice to
yeah.
just sit down with a human. I don't know if you've ever had this experience of calling. I'm sure you all did. You had to call the airlines through COVID. How was that experience, right? And like, can a human please pick up the line? because I like it. I like to have human connection. So,
Yes.
you know, the techie world is good for a lot of stuff, but I do love having human connection. I'm gonna end
So true.
with a phrase that I just read a couple days ago, and that was powerful to me. Is um, a healthy person has lots of dreams. A sick person only has one. And I want you to take this thought for this week and think about it. And that's why I'm so passionate about what I do. Is it's my mission, and it will continue to be my mission to teach people to live better lives, to live their best life, and be able to have access to what I have access, to give their children the peace my children have. And I know for sure that you don't have to learn disease to learn about your health. So that's my wish for you all. And what would you like to finish with, Olivia?
I would like to finish with saying thank you to you, and thank you to everybody watching, and thank you to all of our teams and doTERRA sisters and everyone who is ready to um, just make their lives and everyone around them's lives better. I think that's a beautiful thing, and we live in such an amazing world where we can have such great access to so many amazing tools, especially this one right here. If I had access to these oils my entire life, I think my life would be so different. I can't imagine my life without these oils. So I'm just grateful and happy that everyone is here. And we are here every single Sunday. This is our oily hour. So every Sunday at 8 p.m., I keep saying it's kind of like 5 p.m. Hawaii time, 8 p.m. Pacific time, we'll be on here doing these talks like this, just, casually sharing what we know and talking to all of you and answering all of your questions. So I think this is an awesome oily hour. I hope you've all had fun, enjoyed the show, and we'll see you all next week.
I love you. Thank you, Olivia. Thank you so much,
Love
everybody.
you.
Kisses, aloha. I'll see you guys on Sunday.